Did you know that airlines change their prices up to 70 times a day? Yes, you read that right. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Every time you search for a flight, the airline might raise the price without you even knowing it. If you think you're getting the best deal, think again, you're probably paying more than you need to. But don't worry, we're about to reveal the secret flight hacks that can help you save hundreds on your next trip. Want to learn how to book flights like a pro? You'll discover the best time to book, the hidden discounts airlines don't advertise, and how to avoid those annoying extra fees that can double your costs. This isn't your typical travel advice. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with tricks that the airlines don't want you to know. Ready to save big? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The hidden world of airline pricing. Ever wondered why a flight can cost $200 today and $400 tomorrow? Well, airlines use complex algorithms to set prices that fluctuate constantly. These algorithms consider various factors like demand, time until departure, and even the weather. According to a study from the U.S. Government Accountability Office, airlines change their prices more than 70 times a day on average. You're not just paying for a seat on a plane, you're paying for the timing of when you booked it. But here's the trick. Airlines know that most of us don't understand how these prices are set. By simply understanding a bit about pricing trends, you can save big. For instance, flight prices often drop during certain days of the week, like Tuesday afternoons. Why? Airlines adjust prices to compete with one another, and they usually do this after business hours when sales teams are less active. Booking last minute doesn't always mean higher prices either. In fact, there's a sweet spot that few travelers know about. For domestic flights, booking 21 days in advance could save you as much as 25% compared to booking 3 months ahead, says a report by cheapair.com. The key here is being flexible with your travel dates. The wider your options, the better the chance of scoring lower prices. Airlines also use dynamic pricing based on how much you search for a particular flight. If you've been eyeing a flight for a while, they know it. The more you look, the more they sense demand, which pushes prices higher. To avoid this, clear your cookies or book using incognito mode in your browser. It's a small trick, but it can make a huge difference when booking a flight. Chapter 2. The power of incognito. Why you need to mask your digital footprint. You've probably noticed that flight prices seem to rise the more you check them. It's frustrating, right? The reason for this is simple. Airlines track your searches using cookies. When you search for a flight multiple times, the site recognizes that you're likely interested in booking and raises the price to create urgency. But there's a clever way to avoid this: incognito mode. When you open your browser in incognito mode, it prevents websites from tracking your search history. Without the cookies, airlines have no idea you've been eyeing that same flight over and over. This strategy could save you an average of $50 to $100 per booking, according to travel experts. It's like starting fresh every time you search. Additionally, try to avoid using the same credit card when making multiple searches. If you've already looked at a certain flight with one card, airlines may use that data to track you and inflate the price. This strategy is particularly effective when you're planning a last-minute trip. A simple incognito session can give you a chance to find prices that haven't been inflated based on your search history. One of the most interesting facts is that, on average, airlines increase prices by 3% to 4% after each search, according to a study from the European Consumer Center. That might seem small, but over the course of several searches, that adds up fast. So, the next time you want to search for flights, make sure you're using that incognito tab to keep prices from creeping up. Chapter 3. The multi-city trick. Save more by traveling less. It sounds counterintuitive, but one of the best ways to save money on flights is by booking multi-city tickets. Instead of booking separate one-way flights, a multi-city booking can save you a surprising amount of money. This strategy is especially helpful if you're planning a trip to multiple destinations. By using an airline's multi-city option, you can often get a cheaper fare than if you booked each flight individually. A study by Skyscanner found that booking a multi-city flight instead of 2 one-way tickets can save up to 50% on your overall airfare. Let's break it down. Flying from New York to Los Angeles, then to Chicago, and finally back to New York could cost less than booking 3 separate one-way flights. The reason? Airlines prefer to sell a multi-leg journey as a package, often at a discounted rate. Airlines use multi-city tickets as a way to fill empty seats across different flights. This works to your advantage. They often don't advertise this option clearly, but if you know how to look for it, you can snatch up an amazing deal. Not only that, but this type of ticket allows you to see more places without breaking your budget. Another important benefit is flexibility. You can adjust your departure and return times on each leg of your journey, making it easier to fit the schedule that works best for you. For example, if you're planning a European vacation and want to visit Paris, London, and Barcelona, booking a multi-city flight will give you access to cheaper fares and more time in each city. But it's crucial to book these tickets in advance. Last-minute multi-city bookings can be more expensive than traditional one-way tickets. If you know your travel dates, book early and make use of the multi-city feature to see if you can unlock some hidden discounts. By taking advantage of the multi-city booking trick, you're not only saving money but also making your trip more exciting. So, the next time you plan a vacation, don't just settle for the usual round-trip ticket. Explore the multi-city route. It could save you hundreds and give you more freedom to travel. If you're finding these tips useful, make sure to subscribe for more travel hacks and secrets that could save you big on your next flight. Chapter 4. Timing is everything. Mastering the perfect flight booking window. Timing is crucial when it comes to booking flights, but when is the perfect time? Research shows that flight prices fluctuate based on when you book and how far in advance you plan. According to a study by CheapAir, the best time to book a domestic flight is around 21 days before departure. Waiting until the last minute, especially during peak travel seasons, can cause ticket prices to jump by 50% or more. By booking early, you're more likely to secure a lower fare. Another key piece of timing knowledge involves when you book during the week. Studies show that Tuesday afternoons are often the best time to find deals. This is because airlines tend to release fare discounts on Monday evenings, and by Tuesday, competitors will follow suit to match or undercut the prices. This gives you a brief window to grab deals before they're gone. On the flip side, weekends are typically the worst time to book. Prices tend to be higher, as many people wait to book flights until after the weekend. If you want to avoid overpaying, try to book your flights mid-week. For international flights, the same strategy applies. Booking around 2-3 months in advance can save you up to 25% compared to booking last minute. You also want to be aware of holidays. Flights during major holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, or New Year's Eve are often the most expensive. Instead of booking flights during these peak times, look at the days just before or after. In fact, flying on the day of the holiday itself can often result in much lower fares since fewer people want to travel on those days. Flight prices can also dip significantly during shoulder seasons, which are periods between peak and off-peak travel times. For example, if you're planning to visit Europe, consider traveling in the late spring or early fall. These windows offer pleasant weather, fewer crowds, and significantly lower fares. So, remember, it's all about planning ahead, booking on the right day, and being mindful of peak travel times. The earlier you can lock in your flight, the better the chances of finding a deal. And when in doubt, aim for midweek bookings around 21 days in advance. Chapter 5. Flying under the radar. How to find hidden airline discounts. If you think you've seen all the discounts out there, think again. Airlines often have secret promotions that aren't advertised on their main websites. These hidden discounts can save you hundreds, but they're not easy to find if you don't know where to look. A good place to start is by signing up for airline newsletters and alerts. Airlines frequently send out flash sales or member-only offers that aren't posted on social media or their homepage. According to Skyscanner, signing up for alerts for price drops on specific routes can help you track discounts before they become widely known. Another trick to finding hidden discounts is through third-party websites. While sites like Kayak and Expedia are well known, there are lesser-known websites like Airfare Watchdog and Secret Flying that specialize in finding unadvertised or mistake fares. These are extremely low prices that airlines accidentally list, and they often don't last long. If you're quick, you could snatch a ticket for a fraction of the cost. Also, consider using the Flexible Dates feature on flight search engines. This feature lets you see a calendar of flight prices for an entire month, making it easier to spot hidden deals. You may notice that the same flight is significantly cheaper on one day compared to another. Flexible dates give you the opportunity to adjust your travel schedule to save more. If you're willing to put in some extra effort, try calling airlines directly to ask for discounts. It might seem old-fashioned, but some airlines offer lower fares when booked over the phone, especially for last-minute tickets. Airlines often have internal promotions that aren't posted online, and you can only access them by speaking with an agent. This could be the difference between paying full price and getting a great deal. Lastly, don't overlook credit card perks. Many credit cards offer travel-specific rewards or cashback that can be applied to flight bookings. Some cards even provide additional discounts or bonuses when booking directly through the airline. Taking full advantage of these perks could save you hundreds over the course of a year. So, whether it's signing up for newsletters, using hidden websites, or calling up the airline, you can find discounts that most people miss. Stay alert, be proactive, and you might just uncover a secret deal that makes your trip even more affordable. If you're enjoying these travel hacks, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on future tips that can save you even more on your next adventure. Chapter 6. The Mystery of Hidden Fees. How to spot and avoid them. Anyone who has flown recently knows that hidden fees are a part of the game. But there's good news, you don't have to fall for these sneaky charges. With a little preparation and awareness, you can spot and avoid many of the fees that airlines try to slip past you. Start by reading the fine print before booking. Hidden fees can include baggage charges, seat selection fees, or fees for things that used to be included in the price of the ticket, like food or water. For example, Spirit Airlines is notorious for charging for everything, from carry-on bags to seat assignments. By understanding the airline's policies up front, you can avoid surprises. A major trick to avoid these fees is to check the baggage policy before you book your ticket. Many budget airlines offer a low base fare, but then charge excessive fees for checked luggage. If you're only taking a carry-on, this won't matter, but if you plan to check in a bag, make sure to factor in the cost before booking. Another clever strategy is to check for fees during the booking process itself. Often, airlines will show the base ticket price upfront but add additional fees during the checkout process. Make sure to review the total cost before you click Purchase. Websites like Kayak or Skyscanner show the total cost upfront, including baggage fees and other extras, which helps you avoid surprises. If you're traveling with a partner or family, watch out for family or group booking fees. Some airlines charge an extra fee when booking multiple seats together, even though it's a standard procedure to group people in the same row. Always check whether you're being charged for something that's just part of the normal seating process. Lastly, keep an eye out for change fees. Many airlines charge hefty fees to change your flight after booking. If you're unsure about your travel plans, consider booking a flexible ticket that allows for free changes or cancellations. While these tickets may cost a little more initially, they can save you a lot of money if your plans change unexpectedly. Airlines may be clever with their fees, but with a little awareness, you can avoid them. From reading the fine print to understanding baggage policies, a little prep work can keep your travel budget intact. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider tips that will help you save on your next trip and beyond.